This isn't just pomp and ceremony for another guest at the White House. It's geopolitics of the highest order.
Two great nations and two great powers. Cheers.
India has been called the most important swing nation in the world, and U.S. President Joe Biden is trying to swing its leader, Narendra Modi, toward the U.S.
The challenges and opportunities facing the world in this century require that India and the United States work and lead together.
Modi's not an obvious dinner companion for the U.S. president. Biden has long championed human rights, while critics say Modi has cracked down on political opponents and stoked anti-Muslim sentiments in his country. Modi defended his record.
Democracy is in our DNA.
Overshadowing all of that is the strategic relationship. India, now the fifth largest economy in the world and a growing political force. The global power struggle that now exists is not new, with the U.S. and its allies in the G7 and NATO on one side, and the power axis of Russia and China on the other. Between them, India, balancing its considerable and increasing influence on the world stage. For decades, Indian leaders from Nehru to Gandhi rallied so-called non-aligned nations to leverage their power. Today, India is an economic giant on its own, exploiting its strategic interests among the competing powers. India has increased its oil imports from Russia tenfold in the last 2 years, helping Vladimir Putin finance his war in Ukraine. And India's bilateral trade with China is among the largest in the world. But India has also clashed with China over disputed border regions. So Washington's charm offensive includes more trade and military cooperation with India.
The United States has become one of our most important defense partners.
Both of us have a shared concern about some of the dangerous elements of the rise of China. The fact that China presents a threat that we need to collaborate on, I think that brings the two leaders together.
Prime Minister Modi's diplomacy has been called opportunistic, but it's working.
One of the defining relationships of the 21st century.
India is an ascendant power that the United States, like so many others, wants to harness. Eric Sorensen, Global News.